Surprise video game announcements, Indiana Jones action figures, and Crimson Reign continues. Give us 5 minutes and we'll give you the galaxy.
I felt a great disturbance in the Force.
Many of the truths we cling to depend greatly on our own point of view.
Another week, another flood of news, rumors, clickbait, and conversation. This is Pete Fletzer, and welcome to Disturbances in the Force. Well, video game giant Electronic Arts dropped some official information this week about not just the sequel to Jedi Fallen Order, but 2 other unnamed games from their Respawn group. The announcement said, quote, "The team are already working on the next game in the action-adventure Star Wars Jedi series and are joined by 2 new teams working to deliver additional unique Star Wars game experiences across multiple genres. Leading the development at Respawn's all-new Star Wars first-person shooter game is Peter Hirschman, game director at Respawn, who has a long and accomplished history with the Star Wars franchise. The third title is a Star Wars strategy game developed through a production collaboration with their newly formed studio Bit Reactor. There are still no release dates for any of these games, but we'll keep you posted here on Disturbances in the Force. Hasbro released a statement this week that it has extended its relationship with Lucasfilm. Hasbro will continue to be the global master toy licensee for all Star Wars products and has added Indiana Jones toys to the mix, which is a return for the franchise. They last offered an Indy line in 2008 in connection with the Crystal Skull film and produced toys for Kenner for Raiders of the Lost Ark in 1983. And while they continue to pump out Star Wars toys and collectibles, the Indy toys are expected around 2023. The motion picture sound editors have recognized 6 different Star Wars properties with nominations for their 69th Golden Reel Awards. Visions The Duel and Bad Batch Reunion and Galaxy of Sounds Excitement were nominated for Outstanding Achievement in Sound Editing. Animation. Meanwhile, LEGO Star Wars Terrifying Tales was nominated for Outstanding Achievement in Sound Editing Non-Theatrical Animation. Tales from the Galaxy, Galaxy's Edge Last Call was nominated for Outstanding Achievement in Sound Editing for a game, and The Book of Boba Fett was nominated for Outstanding Achievement in Sound Editing for a limited series or anthology. The Golden Reels will be handed out on March 13th, 2022. Jennifer Beals, who plays fan favorite Garsa Fwip in The Book of Boba Fett, was interviewed in the latest issue of W Magazine, and among other topics, she spoke about her role in the show. They asked her what she might say to a non-Star Wars fan about the latest Disney Plus show, and she said, quote, "Well, is there such a thing as a non-Star Wars fan? I don't understand that. I'm with you in that I've only seen the films, so I hadn't taken a deep dive into the other worlds that were built, but it's just so extraordinary. It's mythic, and by mythic, it feels intrinsically true." She also said, "To me, that's incredibly compelling to see on such an epic scale. Expect to see Beals in the continuing story dropping each Wednesday on Book of Boba Fett." Well, StarWars.com gave comic fans a preview of the upcoming 2nd issue of Crimson Reign, the continuing story that was started in the War of the Bounty Hunters collection in 2021. The preview said, quote, "Crimson Dawn's crime boss targets the Emperor himself, dispatching assassins chosen for their emotional connections to the ruler of the galaxy." They shared some images as well that include a shot or 2 of Kira, the head of Crimson Dawn, and Ochi of Bestoon, who is seen in live action as the assassin sent to murder Rey's family in The Rise of Skywalker. Issue number 2 of Crimson Reign drops on February 2nd. And finally, according to a tweet posted today by Discussing Films editor-in-chief Jacob Fisher, Bryce Dallas Howard will be back to direct at least 1 episode of The Mandalorian in Season 3 of the Disney Plus show. Howard has been dominating conversations this week as the director of the latest episode of The Book of Boba Fett, which featured Din Djarin. Bryce Dallas has also directed episodes in 2 previous Mando seasons, including Season 1's Sanctuary and Season 2's The Heiress, featuring the live-action debut of Mandalorian Bo-Katan. There is no release date yet for Season 3 of The Mandalorian. Well, that wraps it up for this week's Disturbances in the Force. Make sure to check out the ATG Cast podcast stream for weekly one-on-one interviews with the people behind the fandom. This Thursday, Podcast of the Wills continues their canon study of Return of the Jedi with Matt and Sean from the Blue Bantha Milk Co. Please subscribe for regular updates. Follow us on all your social media channels at ATGcast, and keep our website atgcast.com on your browser to keep up with us, find our merch, and get information about supporting the show as an ATGcast patron. Thank you so much for listening, and may the Force be with you.